Alabama's Republican Senate nominee is an absolute lunatic. So Talking Points Memo has an article on him. They say Alabama GOP Senate nominee Roy Moore said late last year that the Supreme Court's decision legalizing gay marriage was even worse than the notorious 1857 Dred Scott ruling that upheld slavery. What? Moore, a hard-right former Alabama Supreme Court Chief Justice, has twice been removed from office for refusing to follow the rule of law. The second time for ordering probate judges in his state to disobey the Supreme Court's Obergefell ruling legalizing gay marriage. Last November, he said that the decision was even worse than one that scholars widely consider the worst Supreme Court decision in U.S. history. In 1857, the United States Supreme Court did rule, this is what he said. In 1857, the United States Supreme Court did rule that black people were property. Of course, that contradicted the Constitution, and it took a civil war to overturn it. But this ruling in Obergefell is even worse in a sense because it forces not only people to recognize marriage other than that institution ordained by God and recognized by nearly every state in the Union, it says that you now must do away with the definition of marriage and make it between two persons of the same gender, or leading on, as one of the dissenting justices said, to polygamy, to multi-partner marriages. Moore said in a podcast interview last November, shortly after he was suspended without pay from the court. He said that when the Supreme Court basically ruled, hey, black people are still property. If a black person from the South, a slave, escapes to the North, that person is still a slave. And the property owner in the South gets to have their property back. He's saying that that decision was not as bad as legalizing gay marriage. He doesn't even provide an argument. His argument comes down to God. God. Hey, you know what? If you take his standard, he has a point. Because guess what? In the Bible, there is slavery. There are actually rules in the Bible as to how you're supposed to treat your slaves and as to how the slave is supposed to treat their master. So that's in the Bible. When it comes to marriage now, I hate to burst his bubble, but there's all different types of marriage in the Bible. He says polygamy as if it's like, oh, polygamy. Polygamy's terrible. Polygamy's in the Bible. Polygamy's all over the Bible. So you're not even going, I guess, by your Bible. So maybe he doesn't have a point. But polygamy's in the Bible. Men castrating themselves and living celibate lives are in the Bible. Daughters raping their father is in the Bible. So there's some biblical values for your ass. But yes, there are passages that say homosexuality is wrong. So what he's saying is, hey man, look, that was it. Marriage between a man and a woman is from God. That's what it is. So that's the fact that we're now saying two men can marry each other, two women can marry each other. That's worse than people being owned as property and having no rights, having no freedom, having their family members raped by the slave owner, being forced to work until they die at the age of 43 from being overworked and underfed. Can you imagine how warped your mind has to be? How morally repugnant and brainwashed you have to be to come to that conclusion? That saying, hey, if we treat people equally under the law, if we say, hey, if you love somebody, you get the same tax rights, same tax benefits, same legal status as somebody who marries who are heterosexual. Can you imagine looking at that and going, I'm so outraged by that that's worse than slavery? And this is the guy who's the Alabama Senate GOP nominee. By the way, he also thinks homosexuality should just be illegal. So it's so funny. And these guys are the guys who fearmonger about Sharia law. He literally did that recently. He's like, oh, Sharia law is coming to America. It's terrible. It's scary. You believe in Sharia. You just believe in Christian Sharia. You agree 100%. with the fundamentalist Muslims who say homosexuality should be illegal. Just being gay should be illegal. So these are the issues that Roy Moore's, focused on. And I always find it hilarious when people refer to Roy Moore as a populist. I've seen that in a couple articles. The fuck are you talking about? Populism is when a politician says, for example, hey, let's not outsource American jobs. Let's not do these dumbass free trade deals that end up screwing over the middle class. That's populism. Populism is having popular beliefs on economic issues, is agreeing with the people on those issues. They're trying to conflate fucking Christian theocracy and fundamentalism with that. Christian Sharia with populism. Don't be ridiculous. But this is how extreme he is. He'd rather have a system that has slavery than gay marriage. That's literally the implication of what he said here. That it's worse to have gay marriage than slavery.